Hallo meine lieben Freunde, was geht, was geht, was muss, was guten Abend, guten Tag. Es ist dein Lieblings-YouTuber Bray und ich rege heute auf Visit Berlin, the don'ts of visiting Berlin, Germany. Not the do's, but the don'ts. Now, we've been diving even deeper into this whole German learning escapade and not just the language, but everything. You know, the culture, the people, everything. And if you guys want to teach me more, go ahead and join the Discord server. Link is in the description down below. But if you guys are new to the channel, willkommen. If you guys are returning viewers, willkommen zurück. We post videos every single day. Okay, all I ask is that you guys abonniert diesen Kanal und like the video. Bitte, vielen lieben Dank für eure Unterstützung. Das bedeutet mir viel. We're gonna get into this, and I'm actually very curious because there are no do's for this. It's just straight up don'ts. By the way, I've been getting a lot of questions about shirts like this. If you guys like, you know, anime shirts, hoodies, whatever, my friend, he has this website. It's called Ace Retrograde. It's down in the description below if you guys want to get something. It's pretty cool. But let's go ahead and check this out, man, because I'm curious. What shouldn't I do in Berlin? I always look at the do's, but what about the don'ts, man? Los geht's!
Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Walter's World, and today we're here in Berlin, Germany, my old stomping grounds. And the thing is, a city like Berlin's got so much history, so many museums, so many great things.
I always see this in the background, like obviously the tower, but then like this big cathedral looking thing. It looks like a giant museum. But let's go. Oh. Ad.
To do. We're here on Museum Island. There's so many museums, they have their own island when you are here. And what I want to talk about today is not things you want to do when you're here. I want to talk about things you don't do when you come to Berlin, okay? So today's video is the don'ts of visiting Berlin. And the first don't I have for you is don't expect to see old world Germany.
Oh, well, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, you can't like, I feel like Berlin and Cologne and Hamburg are very progressive cities and stuff in Germany. There's also a few others, but obviously, like, I guess when I first got introduced to the whole German scene, I was very curious. I was like, okay, like, I'm pretty sure most of the buildings are going to be really old. They're going to almost all look like gingerbread houses, right? They have the pointy tops and stuff like that. So I was very like, you know, like set with those beliefs, but I guess this is showing something else. So
this isn't the half-timbered houses or the Fachwerk. This isn't the beer halls and stuff like that. This is an international, modern city. You see the TV tower over there? That's when, you know, there was East Berlin, West Berlin. You're gonna see a lot more architecture that's modern like that versus the cathedral behind me. And that's what's cool about it. The city has so much to offer, but it is really much an international setting. So don't expect to eat a lot of German food. Don't expect to...
Oh, that is something I did not know. I did not know that. So Berlin, since it's a giant hub, an international hub, it's almost like going to Chicago, New York, or Los Angeles, right? You're not going to get like a main dish there. It's going to be a giant hub of a lot of different foods and stuff. And if this is correct, you guys, like, for all my people that live in Berlin and stuff like that, let me know in the comments down below, because I'm quite interested in this for sure. This looks like, you know, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. It's something I didn't even think about. This is something I did not even think about. And I know I used to react to these types of videos like a year ago, and I had like little to no knowledge of Germany at all, but with the knowledge I have now, without even having visited Germany or whatever, like, this is still surprising to me, because I'm like, what? Like, what's going on there, Chief?
You hear a lot of German when you're here. You hear lots of English and all kinds of stuff, but just know, don't expect this to be old world Germany. That's number one.
Ooh, this is nice too. Like, he actually went to this, like, this giant monument. This literally, like, this is an Instagram worthy photo right here. I'm telling you, like, standing in the middle of this little thing, like, bro, this looks beautiful. Beautiful. I'm gonna be taking pictures all over the place when I get there, okay?
Because a lot of people get upset with that because they think they're going to Bavaria. Look, Berlin is not Bavaria.
It's not. And I used to think all of Germany was Bavaria. I used to think Bavaria was Germany. Like, that is all of Germany. Like, Berlin is Bavaria. NRV is Bavaria. Köln is Bavaria. Like, Germany is Bavaria. Oh, what? There's my battery. My battery said stop talking. You feel me? Let's go. Let's go. Los geeks. Okay, hold on. And wir sind zurück. Aha, ja. Ich bin da. Los geht's.
Berlin is this international, teeming, just amazing city with so much to do, from nightlife to clubs.
This feels like Chicago, man. I always say that because I grew up there, man. You know what I'm saying? And it feels like it. It's such a strong city vibe. It's a way bigger city than Chicago, but oh my God, you know what? It feels like. So I was gonna say maybe Korea, but no, because Chicago actually has a lot of German influence architecture out there, which is why I keep saying Chicago specifically. I could say that it reminds me of Korea, but Korea's buildings look way more boxy and stuff like that. They look futuristic, but they do look a lot more boxy. Like a lot of the buildings in Chicago, they have like a Victorian-esque look to them, and that's exactly what I'm getting with the structures here in Germany as well.
Parties to, well, aside from the party time, to museums, to all kinds of great stuff.
Interesting.
And what's cool about it is, the second don't I have for you is, don't freak out about your budget. Berlin is actually a really affordable city.
What? Wait, really? Bruh, I was telling y'all, man, I was thinking about bringing 10 bands to Germany, you feel me? 10 bands, you feel me? 10 bizands. And I'm like, man, for Germany, since it's an expensive place, I probably need to bring like some stacks with your boy to get over there. But it's looking like I don't have to, man. I thought I would have to bring like a grip in cash to you know, go to Germany. But question, I have this in a lot of my other videos, but and I always look at the comments to kind of gauge how much I should bring. How much should I bring to Germany? Let's say I don't know anybody out there, no one's willing to host me or whatever. How much should I bring, and keeping into consideration hotel costs, food, and I guess whatever activities are in Berlin? Like how much should I budget for a trip to Berlin? Let me know in the comments down below, because this is very interesting.
Especially for a large city in Europe, you can't beat the prices for Berlin. It's a lot cheaper here than it is going to Frankfurt or Munich or Hamburg or anything like that.
Really?
Hotels.
I did not know. Wait, he's been talking about the hotel. Let go!
Airbnbs, restaurants. You can stay here for a significant discount than other parts of the country. So
Really? Hey, your boy about to be living ice out there. Let's go, man.
don't worry about your budget when you do come here, because if you're going to go out or go to the museums or go eat, it's not too bad on the budget, which is really awesome.
Let's
Now,
go.
my third don't for you is, don't forget to pick up a currywurst while you're walking around town.
Yes, I also hear that they taste different depending on where you go. Like some places have good currywurst, some places have like it's decent, but for the most part they all taste amazing. My friend lived in Germany for a year, and he told me about this, right? I think for him currywurst was like his favorite dish out there and stuff like that. So I thought that was mad cool.
For those of you who don't know what a currywurst is,
Woo!
it's basically a bratwurst sausage that's chopped up, and then they drown it in curry-flavored ketchup.
Oh man, you boy needs it. I needs it. Okay? Damn, it looks so good.
Yes, it sounds gross at first.
It doesn't sound gross at all. Curry is, bro, I put curry on everything, dog. I put curry on my eggs, put curry on spinach sometimes. I don't know why, but I do. And everything. Curry powder. You cannot go wrong with curry powder, bro. I put it on my fish, bro.
I lived here for a number of years. It took me a year to try it the first time, okay? But once I had it, I couldn't go back. Like, every time I'd bring my sons, when number 1 came for the first time and number 2 came for the first time, I'm like, boys, you have to try this. Like, it's spicy. I don't care. You must try it. It's so good. And they all ended up loving it when they were here too. So make sure you have that currywurst.
Aww.
And they'll sell it sometimes they'll sell it at the German restaurants around town. Or if you see like an imbus, a little kiosk that's selling food like brats and stuff, they'll probably have it as well. But
That's cool.
I mean, they love their currywurst here so much. There's even a museum on currywurst here in Berlin. I know,
dope.
crazy, right?
They have a currywurst museum in Deutschland, in Berlin, bro. What? That's so cool.
Now, my third don't for you is, don't think that there's one center of Berlin. There's actually 3 centers of Berlin.
Wait, what? There's 3 centers of Berlin. Interesting. I gotta hear this. 3 centers.
Okay? And the thing is, there was East Berlin and West Berlin,
Yeah.
and they had their own centers that developed. Now, you see the TV tower behind me? That's Alexanderplatz.
So I keep hearing about Alexanderplatz, and I'm like, is it like a shopping center or something like that? But for reference, right? The TV tower, the location is Alexanderplatz. That makes sense because I was playing GeoGuessr and I kept seeing Alexanderplatz all over the place when I was, clearly in Berlin, trying to figure out where I was when I was clearly in Berlin, and that actually makes a lot of sense. That's pretty crazy.
Kind of the center of the East, or the old East, that's where that was. So you have the world time clock that's there, you had the Fernsehturm, you have the big shopping mall that's there, stuff like that.
Ooh, you bro, listen, man, when I get to Germany, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm at the time of my life.
Then you go to the west side, you go to the Zoological Garden, you go over that side, that was like where the West wanted to show off how great they were. So you have some really amazing shopping, like going to KaDeWe, which is Kaufhaus des Westens, or the Shopping House of the West, which was an amazing department store. It still really is. We still go there every time we come. And when you're over there, you got the Kaiser Wilhelm Gedächtniskirche, which is the Kaiser Wilhelm Memorial Church, which was bombed during the war, but they left it as it is so people can see some of the horrors of war to remind them, and that's the center of the West. And then you have Potsdamer Platz, which has been completely rebuilt.
Potsdamer Platz look nice as hell. Goddamn. Damn. Yo, this looks clean, bro. Clean, my guy. Oh my god.
Reunification. It's now like kind of like the new international center of the city, and you can go there. There's movies and movie theaters and malls and stuff there as well. And that's what's so cool is you've got these three distinct different districts that you can kind of stay in and be in a center, because what's cool is there's all kinds of public transport going around the city. And I guess that'll lead into my next stone is don't take a taxi when you're here in Berlin, unless you have to get to the airport early in the morning. Otherwise, just stick with public transportation.
Don't take a
because
taxi.
Berlin is huge. I mean, the city is...
Don't take a taxi. Well, I guess that makes sense. Taxis would kind of be like, why would you take a taxi in the city where you have free transportation everywhere? But I say that knowing damn well I've taken a taxi in Chicago. I've done it. I've taken taxis in Chicago when that was a thing, but now it's Uber, which is funny because they tried to get Uber banned in the city because it was taking up all the taxi businesses and stuff. But like, come on, taxis are a thing of the past. Do you guys have Uber in Germany, right? Like, Uber is literally a German word. Like, do you guys have Uber as a service in Germany? I know I've asked it in the past, and I've gotten mixed answers, but is it a thing or not? And if it's not a thing, do you guys have something like Uber in Germany? Like a, kind of like a personal pickup delivery service or some shit like that? Like basically like it's almost like a taxi service, but anybody can do it. You get issued a phone and da-da-da. Just let me know in the comments down below.
Remember, 3 centers means you got a really big city. I mean, it's its own state as well. And if you're going to be going around Berlin, man, taking taxis will take time and costs a lot of money. The public transport system here, whether it's the S-Bahn, that's the above ground trains, the U-Bahn, which is a subway, or the buses, they go everywhere. And it's pretty affordable to take it, so just get a day pass, a Tageskarte, and you can go.
Tageskarte, yeah. Ich weiß, was das ist. I've had a day pass in Chicago. I always bring that up, and that's like listen. It's more expensive to get a day pass, but it's totally worth it because it's actually like it's worth like I use it all over the place. Like if once I buy like I think a 60-day pass is like $150 or something like that, but you don't have to worry about paying ever again, like for the 60 days, right? It's super dope, man. I wonder if they have something like that, like a Monatkarte or something like, or a Jahreskarte, you know what I'm saying, in Deutschland. Let me know if they do in the comments down below.
Around all over the city, and it's well worth it, and you're going to save time and money doing that versus a taxi. Now, my next stone for you has to do with the Berlin Wall. And I'd say this, don't expect to see a lot of the real Berlin Wall anymore, because pretty much most of it was torn down. What you will see now of the Berlin Wall are pieces that have been chopped up and they use it as a display. Or if you really want to see a big long piece of the wall, you can go to the East Side Gallery off the Ostbahnhof.
And I think it's like, isn't that wall like spray painted and stuff like that? Like they have a whole bunch of like historical art pieces on there and stuff like that. I mean, that's as far as I know from what I've seen, that's what is pretty much left on the Berlin Wall, but he's about to explain it. So
train station, there's a huge long gallery, well basically a huge long part of the wall that people have painted, and you can go there and take pictures with that, but you won't necessarily see the wall around town. But what you might see is if you go by the Brandenburg Gate, you'll see a line in front of it that goes through, and it'll show you where the wall went, Die Mauer, right between the Brandenburg Gate and the Reichstag, which is their parliament. It went right between there, and you're like, wow. I mean, it was really like a no man's land where these famous sites we go see are. Yes, it was.
Insane.
So that's one of the things. So don't expect to see the wall all over, but you will see pieces, okay? So not in situ, but more as an art piece, okay? Except that East Side Gallery. That.
Damn, these dudes got some big ass lips. You feel me? Look at these lips. They got Bray lips in here.
See some wall, okay? Now my next stone for you is when you're by the Brandenburg Gate, you're going to see the Jewish Memorial, and when you go there, you'll see it's all these stones coming up, and there are different sizes, different things. It's to disorientate people. That was part of the artist's, the artist's goal of doing that, to show the uncertainty of things. And it's a really moving memorial, very interesting memorial. You can walk through it and all kinds of stuff. And the thing is the artist wants it to be a part of life. It wants to be, part of the city, not just something to look at, but something to
wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's interesting. Jesus.
Interact with. But I will say for that, don't use it as a parkour course.
Who's using this as a parkour course? I mean, I know he has to say this because there's probably people that try to do dumb shit like that over there. But why? Why would y'all? Why would people do that? Like, but I did hear that there was when Pokemon Go is popular and stuff like that, and to some degree there is a community for it. There's literally there was I guess at the Holocaust Museum, a bunch of poison type Pokemon that were over there that people were catching, and I guess they had there were complaints filed by the people who were at the Holocaust museum or memorial or whatever, and they were like yo, like, don't put that shit here, like that's disrespectful as hell. I'm not sure if you guys heard about that, but I heard about that a few years ago. It was like, this happened back in 2015 or 16. It had to be 2015, I think.
I can't tell you how many times I've gone there and I see people like doing their Instagram pictures. Look, I'm, back when planking was cool, I'm planking between them. I'm like, dude, this is a Jewish memorial to Jews that have been killed around. I mean, what are you doing? And you'll see people jumping across them and things like that. Look, I know the artist wants it to be lived in and used, but come on, I mean, have some respect for the dead, all right? So just FYI for that one. So don't use it as a parkour course. Go through it, see it, but no parkour, please, okay, please. Now, on the other side of the Brandenburg Gate, you have the Reichstag. And what I'm going to say about the dome for that one is don't skip that line that scares you to go up to the top. Because on top of the Reichstag, there's a dome, okay? And you go in the dome and walk to the top and see inside. And you can actually see inside to the parliament. I mean, imagine you went to the Capitol in the U.S., you can look down and see the Senate look down there or the.
That is so cool. You can be inside the dome? You can get inside of the dome. Like, that is insane. What? Oh, I'm not missing that. I'm not missing that.
House down, like, oh wow,
I'm doing
cool.
that. I'm definitely gonna
do that here, and it's really kind of cool.
That's
you see
cool.
where they sit, but also when you're up there, you have amazing views of the city. So sometimes the lines can be a little long, but it's well worth going up. I recommend going at night when everything's lit up. It's really cool.
Nice.
Now my next stone for you is don't jaywalk. Look, I lived here for a number of years, and anytime I would try to jaywalk, it was like there was a grandma there that would stop me and go, no.
Yeah, I heard that that's a big thing. Like, you do not want to jaywalk, bro. Like, that's the fastest way to get canceled in Germany. You feel me? Like, I know here in I think like the West Coast, like California and places like that, they don't want you jaywalking either. But you best not jaywalk around them parts. You feel me? Like, don't do it. Just don't do it.
Vorbild für die Kinder. Yeah. Be an example for the children. I'm like, there's no children around. It's you and me, Grandma.
Yeah, facts.
No jaywalking. I mean, in Germany they have sayings for that. Okay, it's something like bei Rot musst du stehen, bei Grün lass du gehen, which is basically like, with red you must stay, with green you may go. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, but that's the basic.
Bei Rot du musst stehen, mit Grün du musst gehen. I think, right? Is that what he said?
Idea of it, and you'll hear people say these things when you are here. So just don't jaywalk, because you just save yourself the trouble. Also, when you're looking at the jaywalking, take a look at the Empermännchen or the the traffic light guys. You'll see them. There's the red guy like this, and then there's the walking green guy like this. These are things you'll see on postcards and posters for Berlin because it's actually a protected, it's a historical thing. It's a part of the city. It's a part of the
Ooh, look at this food. I love how he's laying over this food, man. This food look good. Ice bind. Oh my God, it look good.
City is having these Emblemännchen. So if you're looking
Boulette. Oh my Lord, what is it? It looks like a burger and a bun. Bro, this literally looks like a burger and a hot dog bun. Y'all know what this is? Liebst du Boulette? Boulette? Is it Boulette? Liebst du Boulette or the 9? Let me know in the comments down below.
T-shirt, the Emblemännchen are always a good choice. I usually get my kids that when I come here without them.
They look delicious, bro. This look delicious.
They're always cool with it, so hey, there you go. Now my next stone for you, we're going back onto that public transportation system.
Nice.
What I want to tell you about the public transport is, on the S-Bahn, you can just walk on. There's nobody checking your tickets.
Okay.
But just because you can walk on,
bro, I already know what he's about to say. You bet you definitely need to pay because they will get you, dog. They will get you. I learned about this through a meme, right? I was reacting to meme compilations, and there was a guy that was on the train, right? And he snuck on the train, and I think when the guy came by to collect tickets for everybody, he was pretending like he was asleep, like completely knocked out, and like they were trying to wake him up, but he was like fake sleeping and stuff. So I was like, oh shit, bro, like you are done, bro. You are done. But that's insane because they don't play about that.
Doesn't mean don't get a ticket.
True.
So don't skip getting your ticket, because what happens is they have people that occasionally go through the trains and ask for your ticket, and you have to show it to them. And if you don't, you can get fined for that, okay? So don't skip out on buying your ticket because you can get in pretty big trouble, okay? My next stone for you is don't forget to try non-German food when you're here in Berlin.
Really? I feel like the cultures out there too are like a pretty interesting blend. It's not like what we would typically see in cities like I see on the USA side. They do have a lot of the mixed culture stuff over there as well, but you got to think there's like a surrounding area of different cultures around Germany and stuff. So this will be pretty interesting. I want to hear what he has to say though, of course.
Berlin is an international city, and the thing is when you're here, you're going to see the internationalists, all the tourism and people and multicultural stuff here in Berlin. You really see it. And that goes especially for the restaurant.
Is that fish? Is that fish? Oh, that does look like fish, actually. Interesting. I've never seen fish shaped like that. Like, oh my God.
And actually, there's a history of this. If you go back after the Second World War, West Berlin brought in a lot of Greek and Turkish workers to help rebuild the city. And a lot of them stayed, and they built restaurants, and amazing restaurants, like amazing restaurants. So like hit up Kreuzberg for some Turkish or Greek food. Heck, in today,
yes, exactly. I was gonna say Turkish and Greek food. Notice how like he was like referencing that. That's like way closer to Germany than here. So I'm not saying we don't have any Turkish spots here in America, but like I can promise you in the city of Chicago, dog, like that was scarce. You know what I'm saying? Scarce. Like we had like a lot of Mexican food, we had a lot of Chinese food, Japanese food, like, you know, big cultural different types of diverse types of food and stuff like that. But I feel like the cultural diversity like in Berlin, it's a lot different. So you get a much different selection of international options and shit like that, which is super dope, man. Super dope. I am hype, okay? Not sure if you can tell, but your boy is hype.
Some new foods are here. Indian food here is fantastic. Thai food, Spanish food. There's so much great international food. So don't feel like it's just going to be Eisbein, which is like a ham hock, and currywurst. No. Have the international food when you're here.
Yes.
You will not be
trying Spain food in Deutschland for the first time ever.
Pointed, okay?
Yeah, let's go.
Now my next stone for you is don't skip the museums. Look, I've talked about eating. I've talked about how great the partying is here and how much nightlife there is in the bars and all kinds of stuff. And there's theaters and movies and shows and all kinds of stuff. Nice. But don't skip on the museums. I mean, I'm here on museums.
Yo, we literally got put in this museum in GeoGuessr. They put us in this museum in GeoGuessr. That's crazy.
Museum Island, okay? There's amazing museums when you're here. You want to see the gates of the Pergamon altar, the gates of Babylon? Oh yeah, they have it right over there at the Pergamon Museum.
Nice.
There is amazing museums around the entire city. You want to go see the history of the wall? Go to the Checkpoint Charlie Museum and hear about
Checkpoint Charlie. That's where they have the U.S. people in the old uniform, like the old military uniform and stuff like that. Uniforms. Oh my God, I can't talk. Why can't I talk today? Jesus.
Stories of people escaping from there. Oh no, I want to have a European palace feeling. Go to the Charlottenburg Palace and do a tour there. There's so much great museums, so much great history. You want to know about the history of the DDR, the East Germany? They have a museum for that. Currywurst Museum? Yep, we've got that.
Bro, I want to check out this Currywurst Museum. Like, I gotta check that out. Like, they should have a Duna museum. Like, do you guys think they should have a Duna museum? What of us? Like, I definitely feel like they should. I feel like they should.
Oh, you want to see old masters? We got that right over there. I mean, you want to see Nefertiti's bust? Yeah, we got that over there too.
Hey,
there are so many amazing museums in this city that honestly, you could spend, I mean, I lived here for years and we would go every weekend seeing new museums, because there's so many here. So get out and explore the culture of Berlin because it is so great to really go and see all these museums. Let alone the historic sites that are here, like going to the Brandenburg Gate and seeing the Siegessäule, the Victory Tower that's behind there, the Reichstag, going to see the East Side Gallery, Warschauer Bridge.
Oh, bro, I'm hyped. Like this video right here just boosted, and I didn't even think this was possible, boosted my desire to go travel to Germany that much more. I mean, you guys already know, if you've been following me for the last year or so, like, I'm obsessed. I am obsessed with going to Germany, okay? Everything German. I've been like learning the language, the culture, trying to like, memorize like different things I want to do out there, the different types of food. I'm trying guys, listen, I haven't even tried these yet. I'm about to try these. These are y'all candies. You know what I'm saying? These are y'all candies. I'm obsessed. Okay? I'm obsessed. By the way, are these good or not? Let me know if these are good. I don't know if they're good. I haven't tried them. I took a thumbnail picture today, so I hope it tastes good, bro, because the video's dropping soon, man. As soon as we hit 400K on YouTube, dog, that video is dropping, bro. It's dropping. Be on the lookout.
Straße, you have all this cool architecture, all this cool history, all these cool museums. Go out and explore this city because the public transport lets you do that. So go see so much of it because it is really amazing that way. And I guess my last don't for you for this is don't forget to check which airport you're flying into and flying out of, but also what train you're coming into and going out of, because Berlin has basically two main airports. You got THO, which is in the northwest of the city, and then you got Schönefeld, or Berlin Brandenburg International Airport. It'll always be Schönefeld for me because that's what it was when I was here. That's in the southeast of the city, and THO has a bus that goes to it. Schönefeld has an S-Bahn, the S9, the overland train that goes to it. So they're kind of far apart. So you want to make sure, are you TXL or BBI, or what sign are you in terms of which airport? It's really important to check out because some airlines might fly into one and you might have a flight out of the other one. So
oh shit. Damn, that kind of sucks, but hey, it is what it is. But that does suck. That means in that layover, you have to make your way over to the other airport and fly out of that. That's good advice. That's very good advice because I would have never known that. I would have been like, where am I? I'm confused. Ich bin lost. Hilf mir bitte. Ich weiß nicht wo bin ich? Oh, bin ich wo? I can't talk. My brain, okay, my brain. Where am I? Wo bin ich?
Check for that. And the train stations, you kind of have three like mainer train stations. Yes, you have the Hauptbahnhof, the main station, which is kind of like in the center. And then you have the Ostbahnhof, which is the east train station, if you're going to be over there. Then you have the Zoological Garden, which is in the west. Those are kind of like three main stations. But all the really big trains really pretty much go through the Hauptbahnhof, the main station. And from there, you can take the subway and the S-Bahns, the overland trains from there, no problem.
Bro, this guy is a legend. He's like the German guru, bro. Like, yo, you guys got to subscribe to this man. This guy is a legend. Like, this is the most informative video I've ever watched on how to maneuver through Berlin, bro. Like, this is actually like, I'm gonna study this video later, like study it to a T, because I gotta take notes, man, like before I get out to Germany, bro. So I know what to look out for, because bro, like I'm telling you, man, like it's gonna be such an amazing experience. I'm hyped. Okay?
But I do want you to make sure you check, because you don't want to end up at the wrong airport or the wrong station for where your Airbnb is, where your hotel is, or heck, just to get home, okay? So I hope this list helps you for some of the don'ts of coming to Berlin. Obviously, the day's getting started. I'm going to go to explore the city more.
that was actually a really cool thing. I loved that video, man. I absolutely loved it. The original link will be in the description. As always, with all my reaction videos, links will always be in the top of the description. Go check it out. Subscribe to him, please. And also let me know. I'm gonna be reading the comments and stuff for all the answers that I had, for the questions that I had throughout this video and stuff. I'm very hyped. I did not know that though, about the 2 airports on the opposing ends of Berlin and stuff like that, and like having flights that literally have layovers at either airport, you know, like that to me is messed up. But like, hey man, it's just different. It's just different. I'm hyped about the food. I'm hyped about the sights to see out there. Definitely I will make sure not to parkour over the memorial. I think it's a no-brainer, but people these days, man, especially TikTokers, dog. Like, I feel like TikTokers will be hitting the wall, you know, in the weirdest places. But anyways, I love you guys, you know that, and I hope to see you guys very soon. And until then, bis später, Leute. Ciao, ciao. Well, 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 what a pleasure it is to see all of your beautiful faces at the end of this lovely video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sure you know, as I've mentioned in the past, we do have a Discord that's linked in the description down below, and we would love to have you a part of the world's greatest community ever, Bray Gang. Yes, if you've made it to this point in the video, you're officially a part of the community. So go ahead, join the Discord server. Link is in the description down below. And we also have other social media as well, like Instagram, Twitter. We're live. We go live on Twitch quite often as well. So it would behoove you to, you know, go ahead and subscribe to the Twitch channel at twitch.tv/JamesBrayGang. Join the cause and be a part of the greatest, literally the greatest community ever. Okay, it's simple. Just go ahead and do those little things. We're trying to grow on all these little platforms and everything, and it really means a lot. Now, I know you guys stumbled up across the channel and you're like, what does this guy post? Like, what kind of content does he post? Reactions, vlogs, pretty much whatever comes to my mind. All right, it's random content. I don't know what I'm gonna be posting 10 years from now, but I do know that you can stick along for the journey, and it really means a lot. Now, for every single person that subscribes and follows all of the accounts that I have made, and all the links will be in the description down below, that's an automatic entry for any future giveaways I decide to have. I'll remind you when the giveaways take place, but you'll be surprised what I will be giving away because you guys have supported me so much up to this point, and it's only right that I do the same thing back. Thank you guys so much for being amazing, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.